Hello everybody and welcome to another exciting episode of Guapish. And today, we've got something a little different. I think at this point in our Guapish careers, and this has been a kind of a controversial question, we are a bunch of cinephiles now, aren't we guys? I mean, we don't know. We're not actually sure. Somebody in the comments, please let us know. But, regardless, my first cinephile here, probably the guy who likes Iron Claw the most, we've got Tanner.
That's right, everyone. I am a hardcore cinephile. I have my dick in the popcorn bucket.
Of course. Next up, we've got my boy. He loves himself some Good Will Hunting, or whatever the fuck his new favorite movie is, because he's just a dang old good boy, Nico.
I'm just a big Chungus enthusiast in a 6-7 world.
Dude, that is so relatable. I wish I knew exactly what you were talking about. But anyway, we've got our last, possibly our biggest cinephile, mainly because he loves watching his movies in Japanese for some weird reason. And I think his favorite movie is like Chainsaw Man Ree's movie or whatever it's called. Did I say that right, Jackson?
Dude, that doesn't sound... I mean, you pronounce it Wolf Children, but you can go whatever you want,
I pronounce it Wolf... You're right, man. That dang old Japanese language is so confusing.
I now pronounce you wolf and children.
There. And if it wasn't already obvious, which it wasn't because I haven't said what we're doing yet, we are going to sit here and critically look at what the hell IMDb is smoking and why their top 250 movies are the way they are. I don't know. How many movies are we sitting at? Jackson, do you have like a rough estimate? Are we like
We're like 480.
Yeah, we're just under that.
We're pretty fucking up there. So, clearly we've watched more movies than IMDb's top 250 list, so we're gonna, tell them why they're wrong. IMDb, please feel free to take notes. We probably
I was really hoping
listening...
you were about to see clearly we've seen more movies than IMDb. I'm like, I don't know if that's...
This is all the movies, Tanner. This is all the movies.
This is every movie ranked.
These are the only ones they know exist.
I figure, are we just going to be scrolling through this, and if we have something to say, we say it?
Yeah, I figure we're just going to see something, something that immediately catches my eye, because I know we have it pretty high on our list. We have Shawshank Redemption as IMDb's number one pick. Now, if I recall, I'm just going to get our renowned, famous, Guapish website that Jackson labors so hard on, and, we have it sitting at a cool S. Tanner, you gave it an S+. Do you think IMDb is based for having Shawshank Redemption up here? And Nico, why is he wrong?
I'd say no on being based, because, it admittedly is kind of a boring pick, but it's a boring pick because it is just a very good movie that is really easy for literally anyone to enjoy, which, we mentioned this in our Shawshank review, but I think it's reasonable as this is kind of the go-to best movie of all time, just because it is very high quality. It has some artistic merit to it. It's not superhero slop or whatever, but you can have people of all different levels of movie watching. Not experience, but sophistication, we'll say, watch and enjoy it.
Yeah, I remember going through this list prior. I was kind of shocked just because of how much praise I heard The Godfather had, that even it was below Shawshank Redemption. So, I don't personally really know. Clearly, and if anybody watching this episode wants to know, you can literally just Google IMDb Top 250. You'll see what we're talking about. This isn't going to have a screen recording. All these movies are only separated by, a 0.1. What the fuck? 12 Angry Men is number 5? I don't know if I agree with that. That seems too high for that movie. See,
that's one that requires you to be a sophisticated movie watcher.
I don't even think we rated that one that high, did we? I think that averaged a B?
It's decently high for me.
Jackson, could you pull up the movies so that we have someone who's actively looking at them?
Yeah, there we go. That'd be helpful for me, so I don't have to sit here and go back and forth. We rated it an A, so it's not terrible, but, that's what I'm talking about. It's I don't know if 12 Angry Men is number 5, to be completely honest.
Dude, I've got a hot take here. I don't think The Dark Knight, I'm not sure I'd even say it belongs in the top 250. And number 3 is insane. That's patently absurd.
Yeah, see,
Based.
What's up, Jackson?
I just said based. I've only seen no, that's wrong. We've seen the first one on the podcast, and I watched The Dark Knight on a fucking plane.
Yeah,
to
ideal
Japan.
viewing experience at that.
It was terrible. I had horrible audio quality on a tiny little like iPad mini size screen on the back of somebody's chair. It was really rough. Obviously I could get stuff out of the movie, but yeah, number 3 is crazy to me. Like, it's good. You know, it's like A or something maybe, but yeah, definitely not the 3rd best movie of all time.
No, definitely not. You know, at the end of the day, it's like a good crime movie, but featuring Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going back to Shawshank Redemption, by the way, you know, Tanner really said it best. Like, it's a boring pick, but it does make sense. It's basically like the fucking Citizen Kane, but of movies. And it's just a pretty solid one all around. So I can understand why they'd have it so high.
When are we watching Citizen Kane?
Hopefully
When
never.
are we watching Citizen Kane?
It's on my list.
Shawshank Redemption is like the pizza of movies, you know?
Yeah, everyone loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is one of our only 7 flat S-tier movies, so it's in our top 10 pretty handily.
Very true.
Let's see. I'm trying to kind of just find movies we've actually
Schindler's
watched.
List?
How have we not watched Schindler's List yet? That's
We don't
crazy.
like the Jews. We don't want to see their play.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a long one, though. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Fucking crazy. Pulp Fiction at number 9.
Keep scrolling through this. I want to see if we see something like that.
Fight
just
Club?
really.
Want to talk
Fight
about
Club at
Fight
13.
Club?
That's kind of
13.
base, to be honest. I kind
Yeah.
of like that one.
Honestly, it should hit top 10, probably.
Yeah, like...
The Matrix at 16. I don't
There's
think
Way
crack.
too fucking high. What is wrong
Yeah.
with
They're smoking
them?
crack.
It's the nostalgic cult classic, and that's what's carrying this movie. It's a bunch of
It's
boomers
not a
that
cult
remember...
classic.
Dude, it's a
It's-
bunch
yeah.
of
Just a
boomers that
classic.
remember watching this movie, and they're just like, this movie's so good.
Okay.
1999
My boss at the restaurant I worked at got pissed because I didn't get references he made. So he fucking this was one of the movies he gave me because he was like crazy about this shit. So that's just like what I believe is like.
Is there 2 Lord of the Rings movies in the top 15?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
believe there was, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, and where's the other one? Yeah, Fellowship of the Ring.
No, all 3 of them are in the top
Yeah.
15.
Oh, shit, look at that,
Oh my
number
god.
6.
The whole
Return of the
fucking
King.
trilogy almost fit in the top 10. That
My God.
I need to see it to believe it, but I just cannot believe that a whole ass trilogy would be in almost the top 10. That's crazy.
Are they the director's cut versions too?
I believe so. 3.5 hours. What's this? 3 hours. Yeah, I believe that is true.
Wow, check that out.
No, I think the director's cut versions are like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're like 4 hours.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Those are the versions I have downloaded, by the way.
To
Sorry.
You piece
To
of
be
shit.
fair, from like my experience around these movies, like out of like your Pirates of the Caribbean and Harry Potter's, I know that the Lord of the Rings is higher up in like scope of like quality of movies. At least that's the general consensus.
Yeah.
Now
Not
everybody,
even fucking comparable. It's funny hearing you talk about Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean in the same breath.
it's because I like they're all in like the same era, man. I do era grouping. Where the fuck?
I do want to say, where would we have the Matrix? Is the Matrix even in the top 250
No.
in your guys' opinion?
No.
No. Well, you have it in like something like B tier or
Yeah.
some shit. That movie is like fucking so whatever to me. It's like not even the top 1,000 probably.
It is
that's
like
true.
just kind of some sci-fi movie in my mind.
I mean, I enjoyed it a little more than that, but
It's like a fun movie. It's not like abject dog shit, but it's stupid, and it's I think it's mostly held up by the fact that it was just really popular and kind of innovative at the time.
Yeah.
true. Like
I
Star
feel like
Wars.
that's going to be the kind of film we disagree with the most, is we're going to keep seeing things that pop up on here that were like aesthetically really innovative, but otherwise maybe lag in some areas, and those aesthetics carry it for like, I'd assume IMDb is a lot of like somewhat representative of the casual movie viewing audience, and so
Yeah.
like aesthetically innovative films are gonna get a bit more credit. Like I'd
Right.
say Inception even kind of fits into that. I think it had a lot of not even unique. It did things on a big budget on the big screen for the first time, and that really blew people away. I think number 14 for Inception is probably a bit high. I charitably, I could even say it might still be top. I don't know if I'd
50.
even say top 50, top
I was
100.
gonna say top 50. I
Top
haven't
100
seen
is
the
where
movie
my
personally.
mind went to.
Yeah.
Interstellar being that high up there too is interesting as well.
Yeah. We didn't mention, by the way, Pulp Fiction is in the top 10. How are we feeling about that?
That's what I was scrolling over that. I
can see the argument for it. I don't know that I definitely personally wouldn't put it in my top 10, but I can't argue with it too hard.
Yeah, it's a good movie. We all liked it. It landed pretty high for us. In the top 10, I don't know about that. I don't even think it's the best of his movies.
Yeah, that's the only Tarantino film in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Have we seen a single animated film yet?
Not yet.
Can we go ahead real quick, see how low is the first animated film?
I'm assuming it's probably gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say Spirited Away.
Oh, there it is. Yep. That's
okay,
actually...
At 31. That's criminal.
That's a little low for me, but Nico,
Parasite
I don't know.
at 34 is fucking laughable.
I'm shocked that's even on the list. How do people know this movie exists?
It was really popular.
It was very popular.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nico,
it won a fucking Oscar.
Nico, you're the known Spirited Away and quite frankly Ghibli movie hater of the group.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Spirited Away being at number 31?
Fuck no.
Do you think it's too high?
Not. Yes. Far too high.
That's fucked up. I think it's too low, personally.
Yeah, it's absolutely
I
too
bet
low.
you guys think it's too low. You're just sucking Miyazaki's dick, ain't you?
No, because I'm not gay.
Unlike Tanner's firstborn son.
Yeah.
Right.
What's
Silence
a
of the
pre-block
Lambs.
to get that one?
Yeah. Silence of the Lambs deserves to be higher.
Hold on, we didn't mention 7.
Yeah, I was
Seven's
gonna
at
say
number
7.
20.
Yeah, 7's I'm a little flip-flop on this. 20 does seem criminal to me. That seems too
20
low.
is insanely fucking high.
Yeah.
High?
Yes.
I don't know.
Way too high.
I'm thinking of like movies I can like sub out of like above this. Like there are movies in here that I either haven't seen or wouldn't agree with that I'd much rather have this movie put in.
I definitely
place.
think 7 is above Matrix, but I still don't think it's number 20.
Yeah, no way. It's like, I don't even know if it's in the top 100, to be honest.
We haven't seen Interstellar on the channel. That was the Martian, right?
No, I watched Interstellar only a single time after our boy Andrew Cox, he's in the film industry, he kind of knows a thing or two about films, and he recommended it to me back in high school, so I told my family we have to watch Interstellar, it sounds amazing, and we watched it, and we all thought it was really fucking boring, none of us liked it. So I'm definitely excited to go back and watch it again sometime.
Yeah.
I was just saying, Silence of the Lambs, that's the first one I've looked at. I'm like, that one deserves to be higher than it is.
I'll defer to you guys. I know you guys thought I was fucking manic for never watching this movie. And quite frankly, yeah, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who's seen it, to be honest.
What else do we have? Saving Private Ryan.
And The Green Mile.
Green Mile.
Those are both too high, but I can understand why they're there.
I think they're both there. That's like the rough part is like how much of these ratings are based on like how much people enjoy it and actual like the film quality, you know? Because I think these are both enjoyable films to watch, but you know,
check out Life is Beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna say Life is Beautiful.
Shout out Life is Beautiful. 27 is probably a bit high, but actually I kind of appreciate that rating. It's sophisticated of them.
I think that
Nico and I both give it like B something, so yeah, it's way too fucking high.
It's above A New Hope and Terminator 2.
It definitely deserves to be above those. Back to the
Star
Future
Wars,
shouldn't like
number 29.
Yeah.
There's a higher Star Wars one.
Fuck?
I think Empire Strikes Back was 15.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back was way higher.
This is the highest Star Wars film.
I've only seen the one, and that one was bad. It wasn't bad. I gave it a B minus. It was painfully average and disappointing to me. Number 29 is insane, but also like we have to think about the context of when this movie came out. This shit was some groundbreaking media.
Oh, it was wild.
That's very true. Back then, nothing had been made yet, so films were allowed to be bad and still be iconic.
This is literally the first movie that ever fucking came out, and it blew people's core.
Dude, that's not true. 1928's Metropolis, the German silent film.
Do you think that'll be on the list?
I fucking hope not. I think actually
that
it is.
Gets like
maybe?
studied in like film classes a lot. It's a lot more famous than we probably give it credit for. The Pianist being above Spirited Away.
Back to the Future, I just want to say, listen, it is a fun movie. It is a classic, like, summer blockbuster family film. It does not belong anywhere near this, the top 250 movies.
I haven't seen it yet, Tanner. We gotta go back, watch it. Maybe it'll help us reevaluate things a little. Maybe they saw something in it we didn't.
Yeah, I've never seen it before, but it's giving B tier.
Jackson, didn't you see Back to the Future while you were like talking to a couple girls in high school, and it was like a really formative experience for you because it trapped you into a relationship that you didn't want to be in?
Dude, it was specifically because I was only paying attention to those women. I don't remember anything about that fucking movie.
Okay.
Nico, Dylan, stop fucking scrolling. Scroll back up. The Pianist, I've seen The Pianist before. Number 32 is interesting to me.
I haven't seen this movie.
Interesting
personally.
in which direction?
I could make an argument for it being higher, I would say.
Huh.
Frankly, of all of the like World War II movies, I'd say it's my favorite.
Oh, it's World War II.
And there's more than just this one that we've already seen so far. Like I could swap this for Schindler's List, and I think that'd be valid, to be honest.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now, Gladiator, we haven't seen Gladiator yet,
No.
right? Okay.
We saw
I've
Ben-Hur.
definitely watched Gladiator quite a few times with family. Check it out. My brother, it's his favorite movie of all time.
Really?
33 seems very high for me. It's been many years since I saw Gladiator, but that 33 is very high.
Isn't this the
Yeah.
fucking movie with the quote like "Are you not entertained" or
Yes,
something
that's
like
the
that?
one.
Okay, so I do know of it at least. Yeah, Parasite 34. Are we? I think that's fine for Parasite.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Grave of the
I get why it's that high, but it definitely doesn't deserve to be that high, I wouldn't say.
Grave of the Fireflies though, 2 places down at 36. Jackson, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I wish it'd be higher, but also I'm not that fucked up about it.
Do you like Grave of the Fireflies more than Parasite?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I think I gave them like the same rank, but yeah, I think from like an artistic perspective, Grave of the Fireflies is way higher and it tells a much more cohesive story, and Parasite is just a lot more fun. They're good movies, but for different reasons.
Okay. Let's see. Note.
Whiplash at 40. Kinda base, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
Whiplash
that.
is one of the all-time greats. I'm totally fine with it being up there. One thing though, I can't believe you fucking blasted by it, Dylan. The Lion King. Why is it that high?
I
It's
wasn't
37.
blasting by it, dude. I was literally about to bring it up, and then Tanner's like, Whiplash. And I was like, all right, we'll talk about that, and then we'll go back to Lion King.
Lion King is like an average Disney Renaissance film. Like fucking Aladdin clears it. Probably Little Mermaid clears it. I don't know why it's higher than all of them.
I don't know if I can agree or disagree with you. I watched this shit on repeat as a child, and I don't know why. I watch this shit all the time. Go on,
Mulan I'd
Jackson.
put higher than it. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I just do not agree with Lion King being over all of them.
Dude, I have The Lion King a single place above Aladdin on my Disney list.
I
You
think,
piece of shit.
yeah, this is the first Disney animated film we've seen on the list, so that's actually kind
and
of
it's
crazy.
way too fucking high.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's because it's the first time children had to be confronted by death, and also it was a lot of children's furry awakenings.
Oh,
There you
dude,
go.
fucking null.
American
am I right?
History X at number 42 is fucking hilarious.
Too high, too low.
It's just funny, just because of what that movie is.
I don't know what.
Why
what,
is Across the Spider-Verse higher than fucking Into the
Yeah.
Spider-Verse?
That's.
Yeah,
I
wait,
think it's.
Yeah, what the
Is
hell?
it even close? Is it? It's not even close.
Dude,
Where's the other
control,
one?
Control F that shit, man. Control F that shit.
Spider. Into the
62.
It's like 20 places higher. They're
What
smoking
the
crack.
fuck?
Yeah, that's
IMDb, what the fuck are you smoking? This is exactly why I wanted to do this shit. That's fucking wild to me. What?
This list is just going to be riddled with, like, recency bias and then, like, whatever millennials like, probably.
Well, and I started getting worried too because I was looking at the average, like, decade these movies were from, and it was ranging from the 70s to the 90s, and I was like, great, this is just gonna be a bunch of nostalgic, like, classic shit. And then, yeah, no, we've got, because we had Parasite at 2019, fucking Across the Spider-Verse at 23, or 2023, not placement, but yeah, no, I definitely, I think it's a general consensus between all of us that Into the Spider-Verse is above.
Yeah, into the...
Across.
Yeah,
did
it's
we,
by a
Jackson, did
pretty
we
good
all say
differential.
Into is better?
I think we all gave it an S+, didn't we?
I'm pretty sure we did, but let me just fact check that really quickly. Dylan gave them the same rank. Tanner, yeah, yours was 2 lower. Mine was like 3 lower. Nico is fucking 4 lower. We're all a pretty good chunk, basically.
Yeah.
There you go. The Usual Suspects, another one we've reviewed, and quite recently. Top 50. I don't know about that.
No,
definitely not top 50. It's a good movie, but I could see an argument for it being a top 50, or 250. But yeah, top 50. No.
Yeah, 250 maybe. Top 50, no fucking way.
If I was to make a comparison for this movie, I would like Reservoir Dogs is a better version of this, in my honest opinion.
Yeah. Have we seen? We haven't even seen Reservoir Dogs yet.
No, we have.
Have we?
Yeah. It's one of our S+ movies or something.
No, we're saying on this 250 list.
Oh, no, not on this list. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking wild.
You're totally right with that one, though. That's crazy.
It should absolutely be here.
Listen, I'm the biggest Alien defender here. It's mostly in the top 50 just for our legacy. Yeah, it's not top 50. I do think it belongs in the top 250, but I assume most of you guys would disagree with that.
I mean, I think Aliens is better than Aliens.
Oh, easy. I don't know. I can see it maybe within the top 100, top 75 maybe, but not 50.
I think Modern Times being number 50 is funny.
1936,
I don't know
what the fuck?
It's been too long since I've seen Modern Times, so I don't know to what extent it actually deserves that, but I think it's a good pick.
So it's gonna be in there.
Nico doesn't like old movies. He's made this very clear. Hour and a half, though.
Yes, dude. Old, bad, new, good. That's my mantra.
Yeah.
Django Unchained at 52.
Then it's bad again. Wall-E at 56. Come the fuck on, dude.
Too high?
What are you talking about?
Do you think that's high or low?
That's way too high. Get it out of here.
Okay, thank God. I was scared for a moment there, Tanner.
I'm just a massive Wall-E guy.
I wouldn't be shocked. You seem like you really love the fuck out of Wall-E.
I do watch a podcast where like one of their guys on there, he generally has pretty decent opinions, but one of the strange ones he holds firm is that Wall-E is like the greatest piece of media ever made, and I just don't get behind it at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I do love me some Wall-E, but let's not go crazy here.
Yeah, in our ranking, I put Wall-E below Encanto, by the way. So, the first chunk of the movie is very solid. I do like it a lot, but fucking, it does just fall off. I'm sorry.
You're talking about Wall-E, right, in that regard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. It's very... Let's see.
Memento is one I keep getting recommended to see.
I feel like that's on my list.
That's all I have to say about it.
Dune Part 2, that is very much recency biased, I believe.
Yeah, that's...
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I heard really good things about it.
Have we watched this one? Which ones have we watched?
Yeah. That's the first one. That one landed pretty well with us, but I don't know if it deserves to be 59.
No,
Avengers Infinity War.
This is just fucking hype, I think. I think this is hype rated.
I think Infinity War does land in the top 250. Top 100 is more nebulous for me, though.
Yeah.
60's a bit high, but I'm fine with it being up there.
Yeah, it's way too fucking high for me.
Of course.
We discussed Into the Spider-Verse at 62.
So we already said, obviously, it should be above Across, but at around 62, does that sound about right?
No.
I know I
put it
could
much
definitely see
higher.
it being higher. I mean, I think the place it was at where Across seems more reasonable, but even then I could definitely see an argument for it being higher.
Yeah, I
kind of think it should be competitive with the the fucking...
The Ghiblies?
Yeah, the Ghiblies.
That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking somewhere in the 25
there was a decent
plus.
bit of separation between the Ghibli films and then any American animated film.
Yeah, I think Fireflies was at like 30 something, and that's 10 higher than Across.
Yeah, we can go ahead and just replace Into the Spider-Verse with Lion King.
Yeah, 30. I think that's far too low.
Yeah,
but
swap them. That's a good move,
Yeah.
actually. I don't mind that.
And then bump
I think
Lion King way
should
down
still be
afterwards.
lower, but
Yeah, like we'll knock it down to
put it
62
in
and
fucking hell.
drag it down more.
drag it down.
Dude, The Shining at 66. That's kind of, well, I know it's not intentional. That's kind of clever though. I feel like you guys liked this one more than I did. I think it's fine.
It was a good movie.
66.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
66.
66 is fine.
Yeah, it seems
I
reasonable
don't
to
have
me.
any huge objection to that.
Okay.
Inglorious Bastards at 68. Oh, is this our first? This isn't our first Tarantino. Still haven't seen Reservoir Dogs, by the way.
Yeah, that's a bit
Yeah,
strange.
we've got Glorious Bastards and Django Unchained higher than it.
Yeah, and Pulp Fiction, of course.
And Pulp Fiction, yeah.
I don't think I like Inglourious Bastards. I don't think it's 68. I think it's much lower than that.
Okay. Dude.
We have Aliens at 70.
I was gonna say, speaking of Aliens, 70, what was the other one at? 59?
It was like 49, I think. It was in
What the fuck?
50.
Oh my god, I'd swap those for sure.
I don't know about that.
That's Aliens is...
we were pretty comparable. Like, when we were talking about it, I think all of us kind of had, like, we think they're interchangeable depending on, like, the moment. Maybe I'm getting that mixed up.
I believe Tanner liked the first Alien more.
Can I give them the exact same rank? I was one higher on Aliens. Nico, you were 2 higher on Aliens, and Dylan fucking hated the first one, but liked the second one a lot.
It's tough because it's hard separating out the amount to which I do respect the first one versus I do think the second one has much more like just raw entertainment value.
It's more engaging.
Yeah.
I mean, the scope of it is so much higher as well, but the first one is just, like, campy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight Rises at
what I was
72
looking at.
is a fucking joke. Get that movie off this list.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
what the
bad?
hell is that?
Oh no.
It's like
I really
something
don't
to
like
us.
it.
Okay. Coco at 73. That's really funny having Coco right after Dark Knight Rises. Between Dark Knight Rises and Avengers Endgame, so it's 72, 73, and 74. I don't know. I like Coco. Personally, I think that's a little low. I'm wrong for that, I know. I just really like this movie.
I like Coco fine enough.
Coco's in my top 5 Disney movies, but also, like, most of the Disney movies are, like, C and B tier for me.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
Oh, dude. Oh, shit.
Endgame. Hold on, we passed Endgame. Endgame being a pretty good chunk lower than Infinity War is interesting to me. I could have sworn people liked Endgame more than Infinity War.
That's what I thought, too.
I think it's generally Infinity War that people put above Endgame.
Yeah. And a big part of that is just like Infinity War is able to stand on its own a lot better.
True, Endgame's just kind of fucking retarded. I probably need to lower it.
Oh my god.
What do we think about Good Will Hunting at 75? That seems
crank it way
low.
up. Get it up there. Get in the top 10.
That's fucking wild. This movie is... That's so insulting.
Do you think that Nico's favorite is going to be the only one of all of our favorites that shows up on this list?
I hope not, dude. It's not even actually
I mean, we've got Machia, we've got Wolf Children, and we've got fucking The Raid 2. I don't feel like any of those are going to show up on this.
It's tough because, like, obviously the major thing that is holding back all of us is that they're foreign films. I'd say especially for me because like it's even like a step extra foreign because it's not even like a Japanese animated film. I'd say there is a 5% chance that Wolf Children maybe made it onto the list. I think me and Dylan's favorite movies, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, I could potentially see Wolf Children on here just because Hosoda is a pretty well-respected director. So maybe it could make it in here, but that's the only one I feel like has really any chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if The Raid 2 were more well-known, it would stand a decent chance, not of, like, being very high, but in 250, I think it could make it, but I just don't think enough people have seen that for it to have the acclaim necessary to make it on this list.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about Good Will Hunting being 75, though? Do you guys think it should be raised?
That needs to go way
Yeah,
the fuck
it
up.
should definitely be higher.
Like, regardless of it being your
I'm
favorite.
fine with it. That movie didn't stand out to me very much, so I don't have a strong opinion on it.
You piece of shit.
That movie's a banger.
Jackson and Nico, as the only people ever recorded in Guapish history to watch all Disney movies and never me and Tanner, what do you think about Toy Story at 77? I imagine that's too high, right?
Toy Story 2 is
Yeah.
better than the original Toy Story.
It is
but
true.
77 is way too high. And I like the
I'm
Toy
kinda
Story
fine
films,
with it.
you know.
Your name
being 78. I don't know about that one, Chief. I could see it being on the top 250. I don't think it's number 78. It's definitely not top 100.
Dude, Old Boy at 80 is fucking based. What the hell?
I
How did
agree.
they do that? That's
I've
crazy.
talked on there. What's funny is I looked at Your Name and I was like, I think I recognize the cover and I kind of recognize the name, but like why? And then yeah, Jackson saying that confirmed
Very
it.
famous anime film.
It's maybe one of the most famous outside of like Ghibli's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The fact that Old Boy is on this list actually does increase my hope that my movie could somehow end up on it.
Oldboy has a really large cult following. I think a lot more than The Raid, especially just because it's Korean and not some random fucking race of people that nobody even knows exist. So
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, that's fair enough. Doctor Strangelove at 81. Has anyone other than me seen this movie?
No.
I've never even heard of it.
It's neat. It's, it's a pretty intelligent satire of like Cold War and weapons of mass destruction, all that. It's 81. I'd have to see it again. I could maybe respect this. It's a pretty decent like satire of like nuclear war.
What about Braveheart at 82? I know that one's
Haven't
pretty...
seen that one.
Really?
I'm shocked you haven't seen that
That
one.
seems
I
like
haven't
such
either.
your
Me too.
movie. Jackson, Princess Mononoke being the next Ghibli film we see on here at 83. What do you think?
Does it feel fair that it's so far away from the other Ghibli films?
I definitely think there's I mean, Nico, I think you would disagree. But you haven't seen Princess Mononoke, so you wouldn't have an opinion. I think personally, Nico would like it a lot more than the other two, but I definitely think those other two, Spirited Away and Grave of the Fireflies, are probably better than it. I could definitely see an argument being made for this being a lot higher, but I think this is fine.
Princess Mononoke is probably my favorite Ghibli, and a lot of it is because, like, a common complaint of mine with the Ghibli movies is how loose the plot often feels in them, and Princess Mononoke, like, by far has a more straightforward
It actually tells
plot.
a story.
Yeah, that's true. I don't
that's
know.
good to hear.
I'd probably rate it like Spirited Away, then Princess Mononoke, then Grave of the Fireflies, personally. What's funny about that is Princess Mononoke reminds me a lot of Inuyasha, and I don't know why that's a positive or whatever, but I also like that anime, so who cares? Glad it made it on the list at all, though. I was not thinking of that at all. Joker at 87.
Joker 80. That's very funny, but, like, I don't think it deserves to be that high.
That high. We're really...
It shouldn't be this low. We need to get that one up there.
Tanner, you gave it an S plus, man.
Dude,
you think
listen, yes, I
deserve to be
love
as
the
high?
Joker, but I think, like, just in my conception of what, like, a top 250 movies of all time list is kind of supposed to be, I don't think Joker deserves to be that
Listen,
high.
if
I
Star
would
Wars can be
disagree.
up that high, then so can Joker.
This movie clears both of the fucking Avengers movies we've seen so far easily.
I'm
Come
chuckling
and
because
see.
I was not
Come
expecting
and
to see
see.
this movie at all.
I wasn't expecting to see it either. That's crazy.
This movie is really famous for being incredibly good. People talk about it a lot. I see it in, like, this is like one of the best movies of all time lists all the time.
Oh,
Hence why
Jackson,
it was
look,
on my list.
Requiem for a Dream.
I think Requiem for a Dream absolutely deserves to be in top 100. I could see an argument even being made for it being top 50.
Huh.
It was kind of a banger. I really liked it. I am excited for you guys to see it at some point in like 10 years.
Pick it, you fucking son of a bitch. God damn it.
I'll add it to my list and
Dude,
the random number generator
2000 or 2016, call it.
Dude, I'm just gonna add it to my list and have the random number generator have a chance to pick it.
you
Look.
Add it to your list like 1,000 times.
Oh no.
By the way, do we agree with Come and See being this high?
Yeah, I think it's valid.
I can see
probably-
the argument.
I remember, I feel wrong now because I don't think I rated this movie very high. I think I
You
raised it
give it
during
a
the
fucking,
re-rank.
you get a
but-
flat C. You didn't give a shit about it. I rated it pretty highly. I personally, I don't know if I put it in like top 100. It definitely deserves to be on this list, I think. But yeah, I don't know about top 100.
Yeah, I'll acknowledge 92 here in a second. I just want to focus on 93. Toy Story 3 before Toy Story 2.
That's insane.
Dude, funnily enough, I have Toy Story 4, then No. My list is fucking ridiculous. Where is regular Toy Story? Dude, I don't even... the regular Toy Story is like so comically low that I can't even find it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Toy Story, and then like 10 spots later, I've got Toy Story 2, and then Toy Story 3, and then Toy Story 4.
That's fine.
Manic, absolutely manic list from me. I had 4 higher than all of them. Crazy.
But, so going back to 92 that we skipped over briefly, is our next Star Wars at Return of the Jedi. Not weird at all that it's literally just the original trilogy. Ikiru, what the fuck? Hold on a second.
That's very funny.
Okay, Tanner.
Yeah, again, fun
Honestly,
fact, this
Do we
movie
want to
is
spoil our
incredibly
thoughts
highly
on it,
rated.
though?
Let's pause.
If you want to hear our thoughts on Ikaru, please wait until
Skip
like an
ahead.
hour later so you can hear our thoughts on it as we talk about it on our movie segment.
Yeah, there we
we
go.
Or go down into the description and click the link to our separate Ikaru review.
Yeah.
True.
There you
People
go.
really like Ikaru. I specifically picked it because it was in like the first page of like the best highly rated movies on Letterboxd. Specifically, people love this movie.
I'd have to.
Dude, I do want to real quick ask you guys a question. Do you think any other Star Wars will be on this list?
Maybe
Probably.
the newer
I don't think they
ones.
deserve to be, but probably.
Yeah, I'm curious now. They have to be. If the top 3 are with it, or not the top 3, if the first 3 are in the top 100, it would not shock me if the next 3 are in the next 100. That would not shock me at all.
I could imagine episode 3 potentially making it on here, but that's the only one that I think has a chance, probably.
I'll be truly baffled if any other Star Wars are on here.
That's valid.
It kind of depends, like, I guess, is this, like, based on critics or audience scores, or...
I mean...
Like, do we have any idea?
I guess
Because if
let's-
it's critic scores, like, they might even be able to sneak... It says it's based on several million, so I'm guessing... But it's not... but it's not strictly popularity.
No.
And also, I've seen ones where, like, the numbers are out of order.
Yeah, let's see.
So I don't...
It says user reviews,
You can
1K.
That's fine. You can just go back. Without knowing exactly the scoring mechanism, I'm gonna say no. There won't be any other Star Wars on the list.
Okay.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind in the top 100. Do we agree?
Yes, I think
No.
that's pretty
Yeah.
based.
I think that's fine.
Top 100, I
like
think,
it.
is fine.
I think it's fun. Yeah.
It's in a good spot, personally. Let's see. Do
It's
we
in-
know Lawrence of Arabia? I hear
No,
that
we
one.
don't know.
Reservoir
any of
Dogs,
those.
there it is.
is.
Reservoir
Oh,
Dogs.
dude, not
We
even
found
top
it.
100.
Fuck off.
Big rip. What was what the fuck was Usual Suspects, like,
It was like 30.
30?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
so-
Reservoir Dogs, I'd even put like top 15.
That's probably I'd be chill with that. That's close enough. I don't know, maybe 15. Spot 15 for me. I haven't seen Scarface. I know people fucking love that movie. Up. What an interesting Pixar or DreamWorks. I think it's DreamWorks.
It's Pixar.
Fuck.
Controversial, I don't think it makes this list.
No, I don't think so either.
Probably
Well,
not. At least lower.
Maybe in the top 50. Being this high, though, that no, I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, I definitely think it would need to be lower. Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket at 108. Fucking based. I kind of like that one, honestly. Yeah. I could even see it higher, but I think being on the list or being so close to the top 100 is cool.
What were you about to say there, Nico? Or Jackson? I don't know who
You know,
that is.
I after checking my fucking Disney movie ranking again, I don't think Up would even make it to the 250.
Nice.
One you guys were talking about here, Citizen Kane. 110.
I'd need to see it for myself.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
any of
haven't
us
seen
have
it.
seen it. It is one of the most critically acclaimed films of all time.
Die Hard at 114.
That's
That's
low.
funny,
that.
but I wouldn't
No.
put it there.
It is funny. I could maybe see it between 200 and 250. Maybe.
Nah.
But 114, that's
It's a
crazy.
solid action movie at the very least.
It
Tanner,
is.
you famously fucking hate To Kill a Mockingbird.
The book or the movie?
I didn't... Wait, was it? No, it was Catcher in the Rye I read and didn't like.
Oh, okay.
I've only read To Kill a Mockingbird. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't comment on
Yeah,
that
I've
at
got
all.
no opinion on it.
Last Crusade. I don't think we've watched that on the channel.
That's the
seen
one
it
of
yet.
the original trilogy we haven't seen yet. Hey, it's Metropolis.
There's fucking okay. There's no way our movies aren't on this fucking list. This is a German silent film, for God's sakes. I wouldn't put it in top 250,
It's one of the most famous early movies, though, Dylan.
dude.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
You know
this movie
what?
has some revolutionary shit for the time.
Jackson. Can you like see what episode we reviewed that Metropolis? That was like one of our first like 50
119.
Holy cow.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
There's no way.
Episode 119.
It's episode 119. It's ranked 119 on IMDb. We're fucking nuts, guys. We're fucking nuts. We're the Simpsons of cinephiles, if I would say.
I can't wait for us to check out Clockwork Orange at some point.
1917 at 121.
That's far too high. I don't think any of
Yeah,
us
that's
were like
way too fucking
majorly
high.
into that film. It really seems to be just kind of getting carried by it. It's all done in one shot, even though it definitely wasn't.
Oh, it was that
Right.
movie where.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's a very whatever movie. Definitely does not even make this list. That's crazy.
Let's see. Oppenheimer. Haven't seen that. I've heard it's good.
Sloppenheimer.
Wolf of Wall Street.
The Truman Show
126, 127, 128, by the way, for the people at home.
The Truman Show is a pretty fucking solid one. I would probably even put it within the top 100. Very solid film all around. Jackson, Tanner, have you seen a Truman Show?
I haven't.
Damn.
Batman Begins, we've reviewed that one. 130?
No.
Hell no. It doesn't even
yeah.
make this list.
I could maybe see it on the list. But yeah, 130 is too high.
Shutter Island, though. Shutter Island is fucking base of shit being on this list. Frankly, I think it should even be higher than
I was
this.
gonna say that one could crack 100 for sure.
Well, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I feel like,
Interesting.
if anything, because we saw fucking, Fight Club earlier in the list at like 49 or something like that. I kind of think Shutter Island is better than Fight Club, and they're kind of in the same, like, vein. So if anything, I think it should go
Frankly, they're a toss-up for me, and I put Fight Club in S+. I think both of those movies are absolutely fantastic. I really like Shutter Island.
So you have made me suddenly realize I must just know truly nothing about what Shutter Island is. I've heard the name, but comparing it to Fight Club, like, my assumption of what it was like is now I'm like, oh, I'm way off in the wilderness somewhere.
So this movie is certainly, I will go out of my way and say that I am probably like, this is like some quality slop shit for me. Like, it's a great movie. It's a fantastic movie. I probably like it way more than it actually deserves, presumably just because it has a really cool twist at the end of it. And I had not seen a ton of movies that had, stuff like that in it before. And it's really high up in my head because of that. Because that first time watching experience was like so fucking cool to me. And I've watched it like 3 times since then. I still think it holds up really well. It's still like a really fantastic movie.
Was Shutter
We
Island...
didn't watch it for the podcast, no, Dylan.
Okay. Because I remember the 3 of us watched it, so I
Yeah,
for
that
some
was
reason, my
before
brain-
we started doing Guapish at the movies.
Holy smokes.
Is this Hamilton one a recording of the
Yes.
fucking oh my god. Get that out. That doesn't even, that shouldn't even
You'd be
count.
shocked. People fucking love Hamilton.
They love Hamilton.
I don't know why. Literally, the one of the girls I was dating briefly, she had specifically stated that like she just puts on Hamilton and listens to it all the fucking time.
Oh,
My
no.
I
girlfriend
don't
does the
get it.
exact same thing.
My sister
What
does
is wrong with
that.
these people?
My sister does
Dude,
that
my
too.
thing is just like, even if we ignore all of that, it's not a movie.
Yeah, it's a Broadway show. Very curious. 132, by the way.
Yeah, that fucking Lin-Manuel Miranda, whatever the fuck his name, Miranda, what the fuck, whatever.
Lin-Manuel
that guy.
Miranda, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. It's his fault.
Jurassic Park
Jurassic
is
Park.
137.
I can live with that.
Yeah?
I think it being in top 150 makes sense to me.
Okay. I know me and
Right
Tanner
below
were-
that, do you see that though?
There will be
blood.
blood.
That's very interesting to me because I feel like this movie gets hyped up quite a bit. So this actually seems low compared to like popular opinion in my view.
We were so mixed on this movie too.
Yeah.
For some reason, that the cover doesn't look familiar. There Will Be Blood is where like the guy's kid goes deaf and he's like an oil guy or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Correct.
Weird.
I think it makes sense to be on this list. Maybe a little high, but this seems valid for like popular consensus.
Yeah.
The kid and the father right next to each other. That's funny. Are those films related? No, they're not.
Probably not.
Yeah, they're made fucking
100 years
apart.
It's
That's
the sequel,
crazy.
dude. It's the sequel.
Some of these like ratings, like this was passed, this was approved, and the other ones are actually movie ratings. What the fuck is that supposed
It's
to be?
before they had like the actual like fucking standard, probably.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Sixth
Sixth Sense at 142. Too
Yeah.
high. I could probably accept it being on the list, but like let's drop it 100 places.
Drop it on
I would agree with that.
Okay. Yeah. No Country for
No
Old Men
Country
at
for Old Men
145.
and The Thing.
And The Thing at
Shoot 'em
146.
both up.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
that
both
was
of those
need
deserve to
go
be
up.
way fucking higher.
I was the resident No Country for Old Men hater when we first watched it. I've since come around. Yeah, I recognize that 145.
Dude, I'm putting both of those in the top 25. No Country, I'm probably putting in the top 10. Like, that's how much I'm shooting them up.
I think The Thing is better than No Country, but that's also just because I think the practical effects and like the way that The Thing was like made for its time, I think maybe our consensus.
I mean,
has
not even
changed,
just
but-
for its time. Even nowadays, it still looks fucking
Oh, yeah,
fantastic.
we-
I actually watched it really recently. Like I watched it like 6 months ago with a couple of my buddies when I went out to LA, and it's still a fucking amazing film. I honestly didn't expect to like it as much the second time viewing it, but no, the second time I liked it the same amount, if not even maybe more. It's still a really good fucking movie.
I mean, like, the practical effects for when Anton is, like, flipping the coin in No Country for Old Men, though, that looks great, too. You guys are really selling that one short.
Damn, you're right.
Hell yeah, dude.
I think
Well, I gotta know what I stand to lose.
the thing is, like, the one thing we've agreed on that's, like, the best, like, horror film, like, just collectively that we've seen ever
probably.
so far.
I don't think it's even close.
Yeah. Top Gun Maverick. Kind of shocked.
I've seen that one.
Kind of shocked Top Gun isn't above that, to be honest. I think the classic is better.
I've seen Top Gun Maverick. I haven't seen the original Top Gun. Top Gun Maverick is a very fun movie. Another, like, oh man, this is just what a fucking summer blockbuster is. 147, I think, is kind of silly. I could maybe see top 200 though.
That's fair. I have a lot of nostalgia for the first one. That might be what's carrying. I think I remember when I watched that the first time, I thought it was better, but
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, 149, Pan's Labyrinth.
Are we
I know
retarded?
this one is very beloved by people who aren't us.
Yeah.
We all thought this was like B tier or something earlier. Like, it's not a bad
not
movie, but like,
good.
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I will
for
say
sure.
though, I feel like we've seen so many movies, and we've seen a lot of good movies. This list is largely comprised of things I've never even heard of, which I think is just giving me hope. You know, we've got so much to look forward to.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
buddy. Well,
Hold
read
on,
number.
scroll down a bit more. Is that volume 2 immediately after it?
No.
Oh, never mind.
You don't recognize these movies, Jackson? What's 151 here, buddy? Huh? What's that?
I think Kill Bill Volume 1 deserves to be in the top 150, personally.
Dude, it missed it by one single place.
Yeah.
You should swap it with Pan's
Such a bummer,
Labyrinth.
dude. Yeah, swap it with Unforgiven. What the fuck even is
I
Unforgiven,
don't
dude? Get that
fucking
shit
know.
out
I'm
of here.
surprised you didn't say Pan's Labyrinth. It's literally the thing we were just
I mean, it
talking
definitely
about.
deserves to be swapped with Pan's Labyrinth, but that one's
for
not
sure.
even on the list, in my opinion.
Yeah, Kill Bill below Pan's Labyrinth is actually insane. It's a really funny comparison to see, like, immediately right there. Bunch
A
of
Beautiful
bullshit.
Mind. I've heard really good things about that, and I've wanted to watch it for a while. Funnily enough, it was actually one of the movies my sister's girlfriend has recommended to me before.
Oh, okay.
I know I've seen it, but I like don't really remember anything about it.
I know nothing about it. I just refer to Dylan as such.
Oh, there
I wonder
we
if
go.
Donnie Darko's going to be on this list, because that was another movie that the girlfriend recommended to me.
I can
Is
see
this a Ghibli movie?
That's a Ghibli.
It is,
Okay.
yes.
I
was not a
seen
huge
it.
fan of Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
I'm shocked it's this low. I don't think it deserves to be this high, frankly, but I'm shocked it's this low.
Immediately following.
Hold on. Let me think real quick. Will Donnie Darko be on the list?
I feel like it's too obscure.
I'm gonna
Surprisingly popular.
I
gonna
can
say
see it
no.
making it on here.
It's gonna be low if so. I
I
feel.
wouldn't
I'm gonna say
agree with
no.
it being here, but I can see it.
I think
That's
so.
fun.
Immediately below Howl's Moving Castle, Finding Nemo at 156.
Yeah, smoking crack.
Fish
That's
are friends,
Jackson's
not
least
food.
favorite Disney movie.
Is it?
That movie's dog. That movie's dog
Oh my
shit.
god. That's
It's not that amazing.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail at 160.
That's fine. I can understand it.
I don't
Based,
know.
honestly.
It's flattering it's on this list.
It certainly wouldn't be that high for me, but it's fine enough being there, I suppose.
It's one of the funniest comedies we've watched on the channel, though.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, that's. I just feel like that's what it seems to be.
Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle. What the fuck?
What were you saying? Dial M for Murder. We'll get to that in a second.
So Dial M for Murder isn't that the one where like the murderers in the house or whatever originates from?
I thought that wasn't that in Scream?
I was gonna say, wasn't that
No.
Scream? It could be
No,
before Scream. This
Scream is like what parodies just a lot of these horror
Right.
movies. I'm pretty sure Dial
then
M for Murder is where that
perhaps.
comes from. The murder they're calling from inside the house.
Guys, what I've been trying to say,
Yeah.
number 162 on this list here is 6 hours and 14 minutes long.
Oh my God.
Keep track of that year, because it's going on my list.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no.
I'll need to start a list of years to avoid as much as possible.
That's so. Why would you make a 6 hour? Who the fuck has time to watch a 6 hour movie? Are you insane?
That shit is so funny to me. I have to have
The
it, man.
best
We
of
need to
youth?
watch. If we roll that movie, we should just watch that movie and nothing else that week.
Dude, I have a feeling it's literally just going to be someone filmed someone from birth up until 18 years old and then condensed it to 6 hours.
I was gonna say somehow
I could see
condense
it.
it to 6 hours. I was questioning the relevance, and I'll just leave it at relevance of this list. And seeing that at 168, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle is on this list, I'm not saying it shouldn't be here. This list has been updated fairly recently, too.
Yeah. Now listen, I preface all of this with I haven't seen the movie yet. I would be shocked if it blows my dick off so much that it deserves to be this high.
Yeah.
if on the list at all.
I've heard some mixed things about it personally, so I'm excited to check it out at some point.
Do people like this one more than Demon Train?
I
think
guess so,
so.
dude. I guess so. Isn't this just supposed to be like the ending to season? What is it? What season are we on? 2? 3?
5?
Is it 5?
Well, season like 4.
I can't remember. It's been so long since. Isn't it
Who
just
knows?
supposed to be the ending? Like if they took the last episodes and made it
Well,
a
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like 2 more movies, I think.
There's V for Vendetta.
Inside Out.
Been recommended that. Inside Out at 170.
Hell
Sure.
no, that doesn't even make the list.
I like that one. I think that's fine. That's just me.
I mean,
Catch Me
Disgust
If You
is hot
Can.
as fuck, but catch me if you can.
Did we watched that one
we
recently.
like that movie.
I could maybe see it on the list, but 172 is too high.
It feels a
I
little
agree.
too high.
Train Spotting, I've heard fucking crazy shit about. Like, this film is, like, kind of fucked up, so it's strange a film of that caliber would make it on here, but...
Fucked up
cool.
like gory, gruesome. Fucked. Okay.
Yeah. Like, it's gross.
Okay, so this is our first of the Harry Potter movies on the list.
And it's the last one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I remember
Yeah.
seeing one. Maybe it's because I brought it up. Yeah. Fargo immediately after that. That's funny.
Fargo deserves to be higher than Harry Potter. And
176,
I would put
177.
in... I don't think this is the Harry Potter that deserves to be, like, the highest one of the franchise.
Probably not, but I haven't watched very far into Harry Potter either, so I have no basis to.
Well, don't
go
they
off
just,
of.
like, get progressively worse?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's been too
Apparently
long.
not that one. Fargo,
Yeah. Tanner says
That
Fargo
was a
should
good
go
movie.
above. I thought it was okay.
kind of based.
Ben
The Wild
Hur.
Robot? That movie was cute.
The Wild
Ben
Robot.
Hur?
Yeah, Ben Hur is here,
At
too.
There we
183.
go.
Sure, I guess that's fine. I
Base.
think.
People fuck with Ben Hur. I mean, I could definitely see an argument being made for it being on the list. I don't
People
have
fuck
a
with it so
qualm
much it
where
got
is.
remade in, like, 2008.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
I certainly would not put it here and strongly disagree with it, even making the placement whatsoever, but I guess so.
Mad Max
Fury Road.
185.
Do I
I
want
don't
it
know.
higher is the thing I'm thinking.
I think it could stand to
Maybe.
be higher. I don't think it shoots up a crazy amount, though, personally.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Let's see what else.
Gran Torino, that's one I need to see.
Yeah, I've heard a
My
lot about
Neighbor
that one.
Totoro? Jackson, does it deserve to be here?
I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I have seen a shockingly low amount of Ghibli movies.
Oh.
I don't think I've even seen 10 of them.
Oh.
Oh, there's that many. I'm behind.
There's a
There's
lot
a
of them.
lot. There's like 30 plus.
Hacksaw Ridge. I've heard of that one. Can't say anything about it.
It's a war movie, so it's gonna be on here.
The original Blade Runner's on here. That's interesting. Ratatouille at 194. Was that in your
Higher.
guys' watch?
Get that one way, way
Higher?
higher. Yes,
crazy.
I think
substantially.
it's fine. There's no way it deserves to be higher than fucking Memories of Murder. What the hell is that shit?
I don't know. I haven't seen Memories.
Memories of Murder deserves to be a lot
Spider-Man
higher.
No Way Home. Listen, I like that one, but
That one was a
Having
little.
Memories of Murder be a single place above Spider-Man, No Way Home, and How to Train Your Dragon is fucking hilarious. to
What's
me.
even funnier too is if you look, it's rated an 8.2, and all these other movies are rated an 8.1. So why the fuck is it down here? I mean, I
Well,
know
we've
we're
seen
saying
like
we should lower it,
8.5s
but
and stuff between like 8.2s. This has nothing to do with the actual rating.
that is true. How to Train Your Dragon immediately after Spider-Man: No Way Home. I
That's
like How to
too
Train Your
high.
Dragon a lot. What?
How to Train Your Dragon's a good movie, but like, nah.
It's like a solid B tier. It doesn't make the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monsters Inc.
I
at
don't think
199.
Monsters Inc. makes the list, to be honest. It's a good movie, but
Yeah,
like top
no.
250. Yeah.
Barely misses
Yeah,
it, in
no.
my opinion.
I
Jaws.
think
Jaws at
Jaws
200.
deserves to be quite a ways up.
Yeah,
even.
that's a classic, and it's for a reason. I haven't seen it. I've seen bits and pieces, but I mean, it inspired me.
I think
People
you
love that
almost
shit.
certainly will find it incredibly boring when we
Oh,
do watch it.
probably. I'm 1000% speaking out my ass right now, but Ford v Ferrari.
Ford
what the
v
fuck?
Ferrari.
What the hell is that?
Interesting.
Is that just?
I've seen that one. I went and saw it, I think, Christmas Day a couple years ago. It came out in 2019. I guess it was
Many
6
years
years ago. God.
Jesus.
It's a good movie. I don't know if it deserves to be top 250, though.
Yeah, we're really.
What the hell is this shit?
Oh,
Getting to
Mary
the-
and Max, that was a fucking foreign 3D animated film. I don't know too much more than it. It's kind of depressing.
It looks like it's in black and white. I'm not sure.
Logan.
Logan at 210.
Yeah, it doesn't make the list.
Does it?
In fairness, Jackson, we didn't watch the black and white version.
There's a black and white version of Logan.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Rocky.
Tanner.
Rocky at
212.
212.
Rocky has so much cultural influence that it definitely deserves to make this list. And I think the placement is fine.
Yeah, the placement's okay.
Even though
for it.
I'm not crazy about it.
I'd certainly put it higher than a lot of the movies we've seen on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely,
No,
but that's
yeah.
also because most of these are retarded.
Yeah. Now, Tanner, have you seen Mr. Smith Goes to Washington?
I haven't. It does sound Tanner coded.
It does.
Dude, that's wild. Oh,
Pirates of
dude,
the
Pirates of the Caribbean.
our first Pirates of the
Curse
Caribbean
Black-
movie.
I'm not gonna lie,
216.
I kind of like the idea of it being in the top 250. I find that a bit funny. So sure, I'll let it ride on this one.
Yeah, if the fucking Star Wars movies are up here, then yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean can chill.
I certainly think Pirates of the Caribbean is better than Star Wars. Hot take.
Yeah.
But is this? We've only watched a single installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, we just watched
Yeah.
the first one.
Okay. Man, I'm not liking our chances here, Tanner.
Now we're getting into all the foreign films. This is where they lie.
Terminator at 222. Sure.
Sure.
That's fine, I guess. The Big
Big
Lebowski.
Lebowski.
It deserves to
I
be
think
higher.
it probably
yeah.
deserves to be higher than that.
Just a
A
little
fair
bit.
bit higher.
The number starts with a 1 at least.
A silent voice.
silent
of the
voice?
movie. Are you fucking kidding me, man? What the
I'm really shocked though. I mean, people love this movie. People think it's fantastic. I've heard plenty of people say it's like one of the best anime movies of all time. I think it's really good. I think it's a super solid movie. I think it probably deserves to be on this list, and I think it's fine where it is.
We've
Yeah,
watched this
honestly.
one too, haven't we? This is the one with the
Yeah.
blind or the deaf person.
But that's a while ago.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
deaf girl, the dude who used to be a bully, and things did not turn out so good for him.
He also went deaf. I thought that was
Yeah,
the
exactly.
room, and I got worried. Oh look,
That'd be funny.
chainsaw.
Breathe!
Okay, come
What?
on.
Huh.
Based!
here.
Based! Based!
This
That's
was very
kick-ass.
recently
Swap-
updated, man. Holy shit.
Swap this and Infinity Castle.
Yeah.
Putting that one above Hotel Rwanda is very funny to me.
It's hilarious.
Tanner, unfortunately, your opinion on this movie is wrong.
I had so much hope that our movies were going to be on here, Tanner. I'm starting to lose faith. We haven't even seen Wolf Children. We were confident that was going to be on here.
We
I
were
don't know
not
if we ever
confident. We were
confident.
confident
Yeah.
out of all of them that would be on here.
True. The Incredibles at 233.
This
I
is
think that's
Jackson's
sure.
like favorite Pixar film.
There we
Dude,
go.
I think I had The Incredibles 2 higher than, which is so
You
funny.
did.
Oh. Yep.
Oh,
Wizard of
Hachi.
Oz. Hachi.
Are you guys familiar with Hachiko?
No.
I'm
Yeah.
familiar with the, urban tale or whatever it's called.
The Urban Tale. Stand
It's a
by
true
me
story.
is making the list.
Stand by me making it on this list is kind of wild.
People like this movie a lot.
Good
It has
movie.
I wasn't.
people enjoy it. It's a good movie.
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz?
I
Yeah,
think
237.
that's fun. I think it probably deserves to be on a top 250 list, and putting it this low, sure.
I think it's
Do you
fine.
think we're gonna like The Wizard of Oz?
I probably
I
won't.
don't know. Iron Giant.
Iron Giant at
Interesting.
239. I fucking love this movie as a kid. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's a
This is
super beloved one. I could. It's been too long since I've seen it. I could potentially see it making it on though.
I could see the animation style suffering because of time. We're in the final 10 here,
I do
guys.
want to real quick say, I haven't seen it.
Oh.
So
haven't seen the Iron
this
Giant?
I've seen the Iron Giant. I'm about to talk about a different movie. We scrolled fucking Christ, let me just get this sentence out. Take this with the biggest grain of salt you can imagine, because I haven't seen it, but I suspect The Exorcist deserves to be higher than this.
I'm not a huge fan of these movies, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't like the premise.
Well, The Exorcist is like much more standalone than all the other fucking bullshit that came after it. but The Exorcist is generally propped up as like one of the greatest horror films of all time.
I just don't like the vibe. Like, I'm
but
okay
like
with...
I said, I've never seen it, so I can't. I just suspect when I do see it, I'll be like, it deserves to be out of that.
That's valid, man. Let's see. Dude, we had my father, my son, and now we have my father and my son.
that's the trilogy to the son and the father.
Let's see.
The Battle of Algiers at 242. Interesting.
I have no clue what that is.
I saw that movie for some class or something. It's like actual footage of the war in Algiers cobbled together into a movie. It's a very interesting watch from like a film history and cinematography perspective. So I kind of respect this pick.
Okay.
You would. You're a freak when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm a real cinephile.
Yeah.
These names are fucking wild.
Hot take, Indian films don't belong on this list.
Dude,
Why-
the real
why is
Bangladesh,
that?
you fucking
Oh, dude, look,
bigot.
there's
Mugen Train.
247,
I
barely
guess.
squeaking onto the list. That's a little...
It doesn't.
That's a little low.
crazy.
Why the fuck
We
is below all this
generally
random?
enjoyed Mugen Train.
It's so much lower than all this other random bullshit, though. What the fuck's up with that? People are crazy.
I agree. It should be above
Grapes of
Drisian.
Right above the grapes.
Right
of wrath.
above Grapes of Wrath. Yep, love watching me some fucking high-octane anime bullshit after the Great Depression, you know? It really gets the blood flowing. To be or not to be. And
There it is.
Surari
None of your
Potru.
guys' films are on here. I suppose I'm the most cultured among us, then.
Doesn't this mean you're the least cultured because you pick something very popular?
Yeah, you have to remember, this is
No.
IMDb, man.
Are you seeing all the foreign films on this list? These are obviously cultured individuals.
Okay, that's fair enough. Either that or like Indians are rigging the votes.
Schindler's
Yeah.
List isn't foreign, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
What is the highest ranked foreign film?
Probably a Ghibli
Seven
one.
Samurai.
It's a Wonderful Life. No,
What?
It's a Wonderful Life
Oh.
is foreign.
Number 21 is the highest.
Isn't there a
it's
Ghibli one that's
Italian.
higher than that? Isn't Spirited Away higher?
Spirited Away is like fucking 30, dude. 31.
Oh, never
Some
mind.
bullshit.
I'm tripping.
Where's It's a Wonderful Life from, Tanner?
Oh wait. Oh, sorry. I thought I was thinking of. Hold on. Scroll down a
Yeah,
bit.
you're
I
thinking
just
of
saw it.
Life
You're
is
thinking
Beautiful.
Life is Beautiful.
Okay.
So yeah, so Seven Samurai is the highest foreign film. What the fuck even
That is
this?
one we have to see. We just saw.
Oh, it's another Toho film.
Kurosawa, one of Kurosawa's films. So
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. All right.
speaking of Kurosawa, we're not transitioning yet. I do want to say, I think it's insane that. Not insane. I am shocked, I will say, that there is only one Harry Potter film on the list, and that it is
The
The
last
Deathly
one.
Hallows Part 2.
Yeah. I like I said, I wanted to go over this mainly because at this point in our movie reviewing career, even me, I think at this point, are very knowledgeable. You guys were more knowledgeable before we even started this shit. I thought it'd be funny to see your guys' reaction to this, because clearly there are movies on here we just haven't watched on the channel that you guys are like, oh yeah, I could see that being higher. Why the fuck is that movie so high? It needs to go lower. And like, you know,
Right.
just really, you know, stretching our movie critic brains or whatever the hell.
There's some real wacky picks
There's
on
some
here.
weird fucking picks on here. And, like, granted, some of the ones, like, Silence of the Lambs, I've heard of that. I know it's a good movie. I've heard that, so that's number 22. You know, shit like that.
There's a great scene in that one where a guy throws his cum at the protagonist.
I think I remember you guys saying that shit. It's fucking weird.
That's fun. Big news, though. We didn't see another Star Wars movie, at least.
Yeah, yeah, with none of the newer trilogy. Not newest, newer.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, people really love the old shit. Well, there you have it,
Well, it's
everybody.
because all of the other ones are bad, but, you know.
Yeah.
That was IMDb's top 250 trimmed down to, you know, for time purposes. IMDb, you're clearly wrong. Please consult Guapish tier list and you'll learn a thing or two about how to do movies. And please, just go ahead and throw
IMDb, you should really implement some kind of voter ID system. There were probably 15 Indian films on here that no one's ever heard of. Clearly, this was just a couple million Indians registering on your site and then just voting for them sight unseen. Let's clean it up, please.
Yikes, man.
There's too many damn Indians. They're rigging it just because they're like a third of the global population.
And Jackson, of course, you're gonna be linking every single movie that we've watched on the channel in this video, right? You're gonna make that possible.
Yeah, go to guapish.com/movies and use our search function.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, speaking of rating a shit
Akira
ton of movies,
Kurosawa.
yeah, Akira Kurosawa, and rating a bunch of movies that nobody's ever heard of.
I can't wait to Kuro my Sawa over on Guapish at the Movies.
Guapish at the Movies?
Jackson, what did we watch this week?
The Patreon pick this week, as requested by Lucas Ledet, thank you for the request, was the 2002 film Ghost Ship. And if you also want to get your movie in our raffle system, go to guapish.com/Patreon or patreon.com/Guapish. Goes $1 every month. Get a movie in the queue like Ghost Ship, and we might just watch it. Who picked even movies this week? Oh, it was us. We picked movies this week. Nico, please describe this movie for me.
Alright, so Ghost Ship is a film about a ship where all of the people on board get fucking sawed in half. It's horrible, it's horrific, and as a result they are now haunting the ship, and so our group of fun little people from the future happen upon the ship after being told about it by a suspicious seeming individual, find themselves upon the ship, and yeah, it's haunted. No shit. And they all horrifically die. The end.
Fun fact, originally, the opening scene was going to be all decapitations. And they decided that was a bit too violent.
But making it so they're all split in twain is not violent. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
I kind of get what they are saying there, though.
Well, before we get into it, let's get our fucking rankings out of the way first.
Was that a fun fact? I think I heard you say so.
That's a good fun fact.
Sick. Speaking of getting ratings out of the way, I gave this movie a B-.
Jackson, where do you put it?
I'm at a C.
I'm at a C-.
Wow, I'm surprised at how close we all are. I'm in between a C+ and a C-. Or a C+ and a B-.
I was going to say, I think that means you're a C.
Let me really quick go back to what we were just talking about. I think saying decapitation is too violent and then you just go ahead, split people in half, and you have people clamoring to the other halves of their bodies with their intestines fucking hanging out. What the fuck are you smoking, movie? What are you talking about?
I kind of get it, though. There's like a visceralness to decapitation.
That also just makes less sense unless everyone is like the exact same height, you know?
That's so true. Let me get, so like, I feel like we're probably going to all echo this thought. That opening scene is pretty badass, and the rest of the movie is like a little bad to find.
It's a whatever horror film generally throughout it, which yet again, I don't know what's wrong with people. They just do not watch bad movies, I guess, because this one is very critically panned by both critics and audiences, and I don't know why. It's just a horror movie.
There's a lot of things that are actually pretty good about this movie too. I don't think the acting's bad at all. I think some of them are pretty well animated and pretty just. They do good jobs in their role, even though it's not a particularly profound role or anything. And I think the best part of this movie is easily the set design. The ship's fucking cool. They put a lot of effort into it. It certainly looks all fucked up and creepy and gross like you'd expect a ghost ship to. It's a good set, you know, and especially with scenes that really focus around it, it certainly elevates this truly whatever movie to slightly better than that.
Yeah, I agree. I think the biggest thing for me that stood out to this movie was the vibes. I just like this, you know, abandoned cruise liner that's been out at sea forever, and they're walking around finding all this crazy shit, evidence of like murders and whatever. Like when she's in the pool and there's bullet holes all over the pool, and they're like unraveling this mystery. All of that stuff I really dug. And I think the main problem for me is just like everything feels like it just falls a bit short. Like the story is a little whatever.
It's
the writing is a bit whatever.
Stupid, to be honest. Like the fucking scene where it's
immediately
like
after the opening scene.
The scene where it's like, oh, they're showing like the fucking criminal shit that's happening on this boat, where it's like, they got the fucking gold, and all the backstabbing that happens just right after another. It's like, all right, here are these guys who carry the gold and they get fucking shot. Here's this other guy who's like, yeah, I fucking shot him, I'm the best, what can I say, babe? He gets just fucking stabbed. Then the fucking girl is just standing there like, oh, did I do a good job? Then a hook just goes through her head. It's like, what the fuck? Why is it all happening back to back?
That was a bit much, I agree. Also, I think I speak for all of us when, at the very beginning of the movie, where the guy approaches our group of scavengers and says, hey, I found this ship, and I think it's been abandoned. I think my, like, antagonist radar went off immediately, and I was like, okay, so this is the bad guy, obviously. This is the murderer. So, I don't know if it was that immediate.
The twist was pretty obvious.
Okay, I recognized it immediately. Like, I saw him, and I was like, this guy's the fucking bad guy. Yeah, I agree. The acting in this movie was very good. There were some parts where I think the line delivery was a bit off, but nothing really to throw off the movie. I agree the vibes, like, of the movie just being on a rusted ship after, like, what was it, like, fucking 60 years or something crazy like that. Like, it definitely was, like, you know, you could see the amount of detail, you know, with just the rusted parts and the waterlogged everything. It is a little strange in movies where, and I guess this movie did an okay part covering up where they're like, oh, dude, we should get out of here. And then, like, something pops up that prevents them from getting out of there. This movie wasn't super tropey or conveniency with its, like, deaths or, like, things going on. I attributed a lot of this movie to just Event Horizon on the ocean, with an Aliens-esque ending. One thing I didn't like, and maybe I should let it influence my rating on the movie a little more, I don't like how, you know, the guy's fucking immortal. We don't really get any background on him. I do like when you don't go into in-depth detail about what a person is, but, like, we have no clue what our antagonist is. He's presumably some kind of devil or demon contracted to collect souls because he did a bunch of bad shit while he was alive. He's, like, immortal or something. He can't fucking die. He's presumed dead at the very end. He lost his entire, like, haul, so presumably he should have been punished for that and, like, sent to the depths of hell or whatever. But then we end the movie with random people loading gold, presumably the gold that was on that ship, onto this ship, and the guy walks up perfectly fine, unpunished, and it's obviously supposed to be sequel bait without a sequel. Like, I think that shit's stupid.
I don't know if it was even sequel bait. I think it's just... I think they thought that was really cool, but
it kills it.
I mean, it's funny.
It kills the movie. I think I should let it be more of a detriment to the movie than it is currently. I just remember seeing that. I'm like, I hate... And now that I am where I am in movies, I just hate those kinds of endings. It's so stupid. It kills
it's just unsatisfying because it just means the fucking bad guys got away with it in the end.
Yeah, and especially...
Just whatever. I'm indifferent about the ending.
Well, especially after his rant was like, oh, management won't be happy if I don't bring these souls back. Then fucking don't put him at the end of the movie where he loses all the souls and then he's just back at it again. Like, the fuck? That everything you just set up before means nothing. What are you talking about?
It just seems like a pretty normal, shitty horror movie kind of ending.
I guess. It's just more prominent here. I don't know, man.
Well, fellas, do we have anything else to say about Ghost Ship?
Is that really it? I guess not.
Yeah, it's a pretty average to maybe... I'd say, like, in most aspects, it's, like, a slightly below average movie, but, like, it does have a modicum of sauce, which helps it out for me. Them hanging the little girl is fucking nuts.
True. It's the dichotomy of, like, the first scene going right into the schlock of the actual movie. It was hilarious to me as well.
It, like, cuts from that into, like, I think it's, like, rap metal, and they're, like, doing Marvel dialogue.
Yeah, no, the fucking, the music choice for this movie is whack. I don't agree with the music they decided to go with at all. That makes zero sense.
C.
C minus.
Man...
I'll go with my C+, I guess.
Dude, fuck. I'll give it a C+. Fuck it.
Wow, and it lands at a solid C overall.
Wow.
So cool, so hot, so sexy, so exciting. Anyways, we've got my pick this week, which was the critically acclaimed 1952 film by Akira Kurosawa, Ikiru. Every time I say the name of this movie, I think I say a completely different word. It's Ikiru. This is, of course, the movie about a government worker, like some old guy. He gets diagnosed with fucking cancer. He's got 6 months to live, and this finally kind of just kicks him into gear to actually make some change in his life, and then he fucking dies.
Fun fact. So he goes on like a big bender with 50,000 yen that he saved up, which, if you put it into dollars and then translate it today, is about $1,600. So like, I feel like I kind of wish I knew that, because I feel like that's kind of almost a joke in the movie where it's like he's actually partying with not that much money. He's not going that crazy, but that totally goes over my head because I'm like, 50,000? That's a really big number.
Inflation's a bitch.
Nico and I were talking about the currency exchanges a lot in this movie whenever they bring it up. It was very funny. Like, they're talking about like buying a house in the movie. I can't remember exactly. It was like 500,000 yen or something, which is like 30K.
Some fucking bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, bad fun fact, not a big fan of that one. Tanner,
agree.
what are you ranking this one?
Dude, I am sitting at an A+.
Whoa, that's pretty dang high. Dylan, how about you?
Can I go last?
Jackson, how about you?
I've got a feeling this is going to be a two wolves scenario. I'm at an A-.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm at a B, flat B on this one.
Ah, shit.
You saw it on the top 250, man. I don't know what you were expecting.
That's why I was worried. Dude, I can be convinced, but I think it's just a flat C.
Oh my god.
It was.
What was it about this film that didn't really work for you too much?
3 wolves, quite frankly. Dude,
4 wolves.
I wasn't appreciating the message very much. Like, past me. I get it now. I just feel the avenue this movie decided to take to tell the story was a little slow and boring. And, like, I just felt like we'd lingered on things way too long. And I get the message is supposed to be, look at what, you know, with the right motivation, this guy did with the last of his life and made things happen. And, you know, does he deserve the accolades he, like, strove for before he died? And that kind of stuff. It's also probably just, like, a cultural disconnect. But I don't know. It's just...
I feel like the themes are pretty global, and I would probably go the way this movie's really not trying to speak on his life, but mostly just have it as, like, a metaphor for the fact that we don't know exactly when we're going to die. We have a general idea. He knew relatively closely when he was going to die. But the fact is that our life is short, like they said it in the movie. And it's really sad that a lot of people just end up wasting most of their time doing absolutely nothing satisfying. Like, the main character spent 30 years doing fuck all. He didn't care about what he was doing. He's got no memory of it, basically. It was just a complete waste of his life. And then in those last moments was when he, like, truly felt alive, because he knew the time was up, and he, like, actually did something with it. Which is what we can do with our lives, you know? Like, we know we're gonna die at, like, fucking 70, 80 something probably. And that seems so far away, but we're gonna get up to that age, and it's gonna feel very close, and we're gonna probably regret a lot of what we weren't doing. And it's really just trying to, like, that 6 months is supposed to be, like, a metaphor for, like, the human experience in general, you know? We should be living like he did, which is what, like, the final message was with all the employees and the coworkers he had that were discussing the change he did.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the movie was really pretty. It took me a second to really, like, get into it, and I think it's mostly just because we don't watch movies this old very often. And
Thank God for that.
It has its own pace. A lot of these older movies are very slow, and it's just kind of how it is. And I definitely got into it at a point, but it definitely took a second. I'm not gonna lie. My brain is hardwired for this to be like 30% faster paced. Probably they do a lot of just like Dylan kind of said, just lingering on things for a bit. There's a lot of just static shots of stuff. You know, there's a lot of just slow, natural dialogue, I would say. And honestly, at some point, it kind of feels like you're watching a play. Maybe that's a weird comment, but just like the way the actors are set up in the fucking shot or whatever, just kind of feels like a play in moments. which isn't like a negative or anything. It's just kind of a comment. But yeah, I thought it was really pretty. I think it has a really good message. I think the cinematography and like the scope of what they were trying to do for the 50s is pretty solid, honestly. I was impressed with it. Whenever I see a movie that's like the 50s isn't that old. It was 70 years ago, but it's not like crazy old. But whenever I see a movie that like tries to do a lot with itself at this age, it definitely impresses me a bit, and I would say this movie did too. And honestly, I still think the message works a lot, and it's just a solid movie.
I want to say shout out to Japan for criticizing all of its bureaucratic bullshit, like when this film came out, and still doing the exact same thing in recent films that they make. They just never really got a handle of fixing that, did they? So, yeah, I mean, I'm like between Dylan and Jackson here, basically. I get what this film is going for. Unfortunately, it's not really a novel concept at this point. It's kind of been done to death. I've heard it in many other tales, and this film just doesn't do anything unique to stand out from those at this point. And as Dylan said, it is just pretty slow, and it is also fairly boring at that. But it's a nice message at the end of the day. It's a pretty looking film. It's shot fairly well, if not kind of static, which makes it not super engaging to watch. But the acting is also fairly decent too. Just doesn't really do much to work for me here.
Yeah, I'm on board with Jackson. I thought this was a beautiful exploration of mortality. And a lot of the criticisms it makes at society, both in some of the criticisms it levies at like traditional and then the emerging culture of Japan, I found interesting. This time period for Japan, I just find really interesting to explore because like
it's on like right after World War II, they're like rebuilding and shit.
Yeah, they're rebuilding and kind of like having to reestablish a new cultural identity because like we essentially just went to them and said, hey, the emperor thing and, the Bushido Code or whatever the fuck they called it, then you guys are done with that. You're going to have to do something else culturally. And so it's this interesting dichotomy where they want to maintain a lot of these old traditions, but they also have like just this huge core chunk of their national identity that is now just like kind of disallowed by us, and they have to replace it. And in some instances they're replacing it with culture that they're borrowing from the people who only a few years prior were like their mortal enemies, which is just interesting to see. The performance by our main character is incredible. It is haunting is the main word I use with it, especially
he does
since
just
like
sound like he's fucking dying constantly.
I was even gonna say like he doesn't even have a ton of dialogue, and his performance and his facial expressions and mannerisms, I just find it's excellent. I think he's perfect in this film. The only major complaint I have is I wish the ending was much tighter. It felt like the director had all of these different like bows he wanted to wrap and like points he was trying to make, and so it kept going to different scenes where he's like, and here's the ending point on bureaucracy, and here's the ending point on civic engagement, and here's the ending point on this, and I just wish he had been able to wrap that up much cleaner.
After he dies, the film goes on for so long.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah,
and I like the wake scene. I find that really interesting and thoughtful. But for me, once they show him in the park, I say end the movie there.
Yeah, I remember he died, and I can't remember how much time was left in the movie. It was either 40 minutes or 20 minutes, something, one of those two.
I think it's closer to 40. Yeah, it's quite a bit.
He died, and I looked at that, I was like, okay, so our main guy, our protagonist is dead. What the fuck are they gonna fill 40 minutes with? Like, how is this gonna go? And I was hoping they'd do something with it, and they really didn't. Gosh. I'm sitting here trying to, like, go over my tier list personally. I'm trying to take as many positives as I can. It's not that I disagree with you guys necessarily. It's just, like, I really cannot bring myself to raising it even to C+. Like, I keep going over it over and over again. I want.
Then nobody's forcing you. I will agree with you guys, though. The pace of the movie certainly just comes to an immediate halt once we get to the post-mortem of our main character. I don't think it's bad, though. I do think the, like, discovery of what our main character was doing and his motivations is nice. But yeah, I agree. It's definitely slow. Some of those scenes got me, though, especially like the very last moment where he's sitting over there watching the park and like the fruit of his labors and can like actually be happy with something he did in his life is just fucking beautiful. I also agree, I didn't mention it, but the main character's performance is absolutely fantastic. The facial expressions he make are fucking hilarious, to be completely honest. It took me out of it a bit just because they're just like, they're so good. They fit in the moment so well. This guy's going through some absolute fucking horrid shit, outside of him just having 6 months to live, which adds to it. And he portrays that beautifully. Really, really sells it. And it definitely is a very immersive feeling movie because of that. Like, the guy puts you in his shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find it interesting how this movie almost has like comedic... what's a word I want to use here?
Chops.
It's almost comedic in the way it uses certain timing and the presentation of some of its points. Like with the wake scene, the whole thing where like it sets it up with them saying like, well, no, he's not really responsible of this, and then it's literally a montage of how he very clearly is like solely responsible for the park being built. There's like a comedic element to that, even though it's not like played for laughs, you know. And yeah, that scene specifically, I just think it's outstanding. I love that setup, and it's very 12 Angry Men just in the way that it's like, oh, this is what you can accomplish with like a single room and really well-written dialogue and fleshed out characters.
Mm-hmm. It is funny too because it speaks so much more on like bureaucracy in Japan, and it is so funny that, like Nico had mentioned, things really just haven't changed. Like people are so against doing anything or getting anything done because it's just so many barriers. You know, it's so much easier to just blow it off to somebody else and just push it down the fucking road than it is to actually do something, which is what what our main character went out of his way to do. He was just basically forcing the issue by just talking to all these different people and just getting shit done. And I do think it's nice too that they all kind of like, they're introspective about that, and hopefully that, I guess, in the lore of this world, which, you know, they actually do make some change based on his memory. But I was going,
well, they do explicitly show that nothing changes.
Those Well, I didn't know exactly how to take the final like ending moments in The Office. It's because like at the start it looks like it's not like the fucking guy, like the stack of papers or something, but it looked like they were trying to do something at the end of it before they cut to our main guy again. Yeah. But it is just so funny to me that a lot of these Japanese movies try as they must to have a greater theme around, you know, mortality or whatever. It always ends up being about bureaucracy at the end of the day. Those poor Japanese people, it's the true horror they have to live with.
Yeah. Dude, the fucking set design of The Office is just, it's a great metaphor. The fact that there are just piles and piles and literal walls of paperwork just everywhere, it's really well done.
I'm sure that's just how it was back in the day, too.
That's just an actual office.
It was real.
It literally wouldn't even shock me if they just like commandeered some like public office for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Think of all the paperwork that took.
Other minor nitpick here for the film. The fucking girl who he's palling around with and his daughter-in-law look too similar. I thought they were the same person for a bit too long. Jackson, back me up here so I don't sound racist. I know it was the same for you too.
Yeah, it's rough out here.
I mean, I could tell the difference, but maybe that's just me.
Are we done talking about this one?
God, I hope so.
I liked Ikiru. I thought it was a good movie. I liked it more than I initially thought I would, frankly, given it's an old movie. I thought it was like, it's going to be one of those movies where, you know, people like it a lot because of what it was and not what it is. But I still think it's solid, and I'm sticking at my A-.
You know, it's a fine enough film. I'd say a great film is able to remain timeless regardless of when it was made, well as, like, you know, a lesser one will certainly lose its luster. And this film did. It's a B.
I'm sticking with my A+.
Was it a plus before? I thought you said A-.
Yeah, you said A+.
No, I said plus before.
That's crazy. I've said before, I can't bring myself to bring it above a C. As try as I might.
And it goes into the pile at B+ overall.
Tragic.
Damn.
True.
Fate worse than F+.
Should be lower.
Anywho, we've got our final movie this week, which was Dylan's pick, that being the 2000 film The Road to El Dorado.
Alright, so The Road to El Dorado, we follow the adventures of Tulio and Miguel as they haggle and thievery their way through life, and they want to go on one grand adventure. They get this map. It's the map to El Dorado, leading to the City of Gold. They follow it. They end up stranded on some island, and what do you know? They find it. They're worshipped as gods. There's some weird voodoo shenanigan god shit going on. They, shit happen. What? I don't remember the phrase we usually use here. Hilarity ensues. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then, the conquistadors show up and they seal the entrance,
nothing.
and then it just ends.
Fun fact, this was DreamWorks' first ever box office failure, which probably makes it like the tiny domino that leads to like Shrek, I guess.
Yeah, they probably switched over to 3D animation after this. They were like, all right, 2D is dead. We need to start doing 3D. That's where it's at now. That is...
But yeah, funnily enough, their first movie was fully 3D, and then they did 2 animated ones, and then they went fully 3D after that.
Well,
This is
their first
2D.
film was fucking Prince of Egypt.
Dude, when I was looking up, it said it was like fucking Bug's Life.
Huh.
No. Oh, wait, Ants, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes, that was their first film. You're right.
Fun fact about Ants, it has a Starship Troopers reference in it.
Yeah.
It does.
Fun fact about
Hell
Ants, they
yeah.
make sex jokes in that movie too. It's pretty funny.
Fun fact about Ant, it ends with a Z and not an S. How about that?
Dylan, what's your
fact.
fun fact about Ants?
Fun fact about ants, it's got ants in it.
In your pants?
Oh yeah, obviously. Where else would they be?
Whenever we
Guys, I'm at
ranking
a C.
every... yeah, but see? What the fuck is wrong? You stupid
Holy
piece
shit.
of shit.
Hold
You
on.
motherfucker. I'm sorry this film was in Japanese. Is
ass.
that what you needed,
Reversal here. Actually, this is
No,
funny.
it's
This is
because the
funny.
movie's
You want to know
bad.
my rating for this movie? I gave this
What's
shit an
that?
A.
A minus?
There we
Actual
go.
Yeah, you're
reversal.
smoking crack.
Tanner, where are you putting it?
Where are you putting it, huh?
B+.
This is a true reversal. I'm at a C+.
Yeah, this is... holy shit. We, well,
What the
hold
fuck
on.
did you guys like about this
Hold
movie?
on,
It is the
Nico.
most generic fucking...
Nico, what, yeah, that shit. You can't see. Tanner's pointing at the scene he's probably going to use for the transition. Nico, was that a good fun fact? I don't
I'm not gonna eat what?
No, that wasn't a good fun fact. I wouldn't say so.
Damn F. Anyway, I don't know, man. I fuck with this animation style. I think the plot is very simple and easy to go with. I think the comedy, I think the little shenanigans that we get up to in this is pretty good. I do think the way that they decided to end this movie, where it's like, you've obviously got your climax, the conquistadors are showing up, the shit's about to get real. We'd expect, like, in an average movie, that's where, like, two opposing sides go to war, and then it ends with our, protagonist side claiming victory, and then, the opposing side goes home defeated. But yeah, no, this movie's just like, yeah, we're gonna destroy the pillars, seal the entrance. The guy that was leading them there doesn't actually get punished on screen, and the conquistadors just fuck off, and that's the end of the movie.
My
it's very
thoughts on the movie. For positives, yeah, I agree. Art, pretty good. I really like the pacing on this one. And then Chell is the best part of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Based.
The negatives are the plot is really whatever. The music is especially whatever. And like,
Yeah.
I just I think every element of it outside of Chell is just bog standard average. Like, I don't think it really stands out in any way aside from her.
I'm not a big fan of any of the songs except for, like, maybe the God one. That one's pretty, like, okay, I guess. The Friends Never Say Goodbye part or whatever, it's so
That one's
fucking
terrible.
cheesy, and it just lays shit on way too thick. The animation, though, looks very solid, very great stuff there. I'm a big fan of that, especially like the opening scene, or like showing like, oh, this is like what the fucking Mayans think the world was created, and like that part's very cool.
So why'd you like it so much?
You see, that's kind of the end of my positives for the film for the most part. It's a funny movie, too. I also just have a note that's, damn! Because, Chell, obviously.
They animated that belly fat, man. What the fuck's up with that? Why'd they do that?
Oh my god, dude. Fucking Christ. I feel like for a couple of con men, though, like, them pretending to be gods is very half-baked here. Like, they could have come up with some much better lies, especially since, like, they're from Spain, so they should be fairly well-versed in Christianity. So they can just borrow some elements from that. Like, oh yeah, we're gods, but we were given, like, mortal bodies and stuff like that to explain various aspects of them. Obviously not being gods, but I guess that just didn't really cross their minds here, which is unfortunate, but, c'est la vie, I guess.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
really mind the
did
main
think
villain that much. Especially like the way that they got rid of him at the very, very end, like the conquistadors carrying him off. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't have any problems with that because, like, they're gonna fucking flay him and skin him alive, probably.
Presumably.
Throw him on a sugar.
No, they explicitly said they're going to enslave him.
Yeah. That sounds like a fairly decent punishment for him.
Yeah, frankly, one of my biggest downsides is that there feels like there really isn't a villain in this movie. Like, mostly just because there isn't a crazy amount of pressure that I felt from our main characters themselves. Like, obviously, they're in a high position of power, so most of the conflict is them just trying to resolve getting people not to fucking kill each other.
Yeah.
Or sacrifice their people. But I just didn't really feel stressed at all at any part, and I just thought the fucking guy getting the stupid fucking dog thing was just dumb. I just didn't give a shit about it at all. And they resolved it so quickly with so little effort, I just could not fucking give a shit about it at all. It was so unsatisfying. I also like Chels Haunt. Big fan of her, looking at her. I just wish they did more with her character. She feels really, really one-dimensional. I thought she was going to try to manipulate them or something, but no, she is just genuinely into one of those dudes and, like, wants to bang him. And I was a little let down, given what they set up with her. It just seems like a wasted opportunity. I agree, too. The music is just so whatever. The fucking songs, I did not give a shit about. I never really gave a shit about any of them, but, like, I was paying attention, and nothing stood out at all. It was so generic. I think the 2D art looks good, too. I agree with another point with that, but the CG is fucking dog shit for the most part. It looks good in some moments, but a lot of them, especially when they try to blend it with the 2D, it just looks fucking terrible. And it was very distracting.
I still, to this day, cannot tell when you guys are talking about CG blending with animation. I will never understand that, presumably for the rest of Guapish.
Alas.
I do kind of want to echo, I suppose. I do think it's funny how, in any other, like, Pocahontas, for example, just to use it for an example.
Savages, barely even human.
Outside of the movie.
That song.
Outside of the
solid
songs.
one.
You go to the tribe in Pocahontas and they act like, tribal people, it's natural. I don't know why they decided to make the tribe here, the civilization act so modern, especially towards what we're used to. I'm not saying I disliked it, but it's very strange, especially Chell's personality and behavior throughout this. Like, obviously she just wants to leave, so I guess it kind of fits, but why is she not acting like they're from a foreign civilization? It's not a negative, it's just an observation.
Well, what do you want them to act like? It sounds like you're saying you want them to, be walking around and hooting and hollering like monkeys or something.
Not necessarily, but that's also why I made the comparison here to Pocahontas, where it's you can tell, the native culture, to where they're from.
I guess kind of on that point, it is
clipped.
It's a little bizarre that the fucking high priest or whatever is the only one who's down with sacrifices. Everyone else is fucking terrified of this idea. They're like, oh, this is awful. What? We're sacrificing people?
Yeah.
It should be a little routine.
I kind of disagree. Because in every scene, yeah, the high priest is clearly the one who's most enthusiastic about it, but everyone else is still going along with it.
But they're always terrified is the thing. When they first arrive, they bring the guy out, they pull the shit off to be like, I'm going to sacrifice this man for the gods. We hear a bunch of people gasp.
Oh.
And it's
yeah, maybe I missed that.
In note to that as well, they kind of they alienate the high priest guy as well. They make it seem like he's the only one who has the belief system he has, and that nobody else likes him or does his practice or whatever. They just make, and it feels like it's their way of making him an antagonist because he's different from everybody else. It just doesn't fit, what would have been perceived as natural to it's either everybody is like the chief, which it seems like they are, so why isn't everybody like that, or a mix, or everybody's spiritual like the high priest. It's a very non-consistent mix of how they live their lives.
Maybe I rated it too highly.
You certainly didn't. I do like the sort of like rivalry that we see between the priest and the chief here, though. They have a fun little dynamic going.
Yeah, I like how they had the opposing sides there. It's a nice little nuance to the film.
Yeah, and that, like, at the end, like, we see, the chief, he just, like, knew that they're not actually gods. he just didn't mind, because, you know, they seemed like chill enough dudes. He was like, you guys are fine.
Good people. He saw what the blonde guy was doing.
Yeah, I think it adds credence to the rest of the movie, too, at that point, where it's just like, you know, these guys weren't really trying to take advantage. Well, I say that they were about to make off with all their gold, but these guys weren't really trying to take advantage of these people. They were just, you know, they wanted the gold, but then they, you know, come to find out they just wanted to be on their adventure. You know, all they really wanted since the beginning of the movie was to go on a grand adventure, and that's what they got.
I mean, they're almost explicitly trying to take advantage of these people. It was the fucking blonde guy, like, 2/3 of the way into the movie, decided that maybe that was a bad idea because he engaged with them, but prior to that they were all on board for just robbing them blind.
Dude, it's fine.
And taking advantage of them being ignorant about what they are.
I still like the movie, man. It's chill.
Maybe
unfortunately I have absolutely no fucking whimsy, and I just didn't really think it was. I just didn't think it was funny at all, to be honest. I mean, it's like, I'm sure if I was fucking 15 years younger, I'd be enjoying this, but nothing was really that funny. Oh yeah, they're bouncing around the fucking armadillo. That's so silly. The fucking horse just kind of climbed the stairs. He's all sad. I didn't care.
No whimsy.
It is fun stuff.
It's such a whatever movie to me. I was kind of bummed out about it. And yeah, it just was painfully generic to me.
Damn.
Well, guys, do we have anything else to say about Road to El Dorado?
I was too nostalgic.
You know, maybe I was too. I'll lower it to a B-.
I'll follow up. I'll drop mine to a B+. That seems a little more reasonable.
Dude, I'll stick at my C+.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, I'm sticking at my C, and that landed at a B- overall. How exciting.
It's not lower than Treasure Planet, which is a fucking shame. You stupid piece of shit. Tint, you put Treasure Planet A. What the fuck is wrong with you? This one was way better than that. And by way better, I mean, it's better.
I'm pretty sure I rated it higher than Tanner, did I not?
You both put it in A, which is fucking insane.
Based, honestly.
Shout out to Treasure Planet.
Fucking love Treasure Planet.
I love the plain white tees or whatever.
Treasure Planet is
in that song.
Certifiably worse than this film. So it's a shame that it's being ranked higher.
I just watched that movie more as a child. I don't know what to say. The nostalgia hit harder.
And I just think it's actually better.
You stupid piece of shit. Well, guys, with that out of the way, we did it. We got through another week of movies. Congratulations. Pretty hype about that. Tanner, you've got some silliness going on with your picks here, right?
That's right, guys. It is yet again time for you guys to see if you can guess the theme and earn yourselves your...
It is remakes of movies I have picked.
Oh.
That's very specific.
Dylan, what are you guessing?
Dude, I already immediately forgot the movies you picked. I'm scrolling up to find them.
It is Straw Dogs and Speak No Evil.
I'm gonna say movies we've already watched.
And Jackson?
I was basically going to say what Dylan's was, so I'm going to say horror movies.
Okay. So the theme was American remakes. Do I think Nico
I don't
is
think any of us
close
got
enough?
it.
No?
It depends
You shouldn't
on...
say that, Jackson. You should not leave it in Tanner's hands. What the fuck are you doing?
It really depends on how strict you are on American remakes, because Nico did very much just say remakes.
He did say the word remakes.
So it depends on how.
And I'm an
weigh
American.
it. There we go. That's the logic.
Tell you what, Nico. I'll give you the pick, but it has to be from one of the ones that we only have one film left in.
Yeah, can you go ahead and pick the sequel to Happiness?
So, Life During Wartime?
Yeah.
Fantastic. We're doing Life During Wartime from whatever year that came out.
Fantastic. Looking forward to that one. Can't wait to check it out. As for my pick, I will be picking The House That Jack Built.
The house that Jack built, huh?
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that is. Anyways, we of course have our Patreon pick this week, and that is the 1996 film Homeward Bound 2 Lost in San Francisco, as requested by Steve Harvey's Ghost, aka Hunter. Thank you for the request.
So crazy.
Fantastic. And if you too would like to request a film just like Hunter did, then Dylan is going to tell you all about how you can do that.
Okay, everybody, here we go. We're gonna say, let's decide on $1, alright? $1 sounds pretty good. For $1 a month, you get access to our Discord. In our Discord, it allows you to request a movie, just like Hunter did. You also get 500 slime coins for the slime bot. You can talk to us. You can request topics alongside movies. You get access to the pre-guap, which was extra long today. We really filled that sucker up. You also get access to the episode whenever it becomes available. And last but certainly not least, just because I know you all look forward to this oh so very much, you get your name read out at the end of every single episode, just like I'm about to do. Thank you so much to filling Season 7 Ahsoka with my midichlorians, Slayed by Jay, Blake, Nedagant, I Love Lesbians, I Like Screaming the N-Word at Pigeons in Central Park, Tutbot, Lucas Ledette, Hunter, and Jacob Edwards. Thank you all so much.
That's right, folks. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.